Another convoy sunk. Good stuff. We've retaken Cairo. Now the counterattack across northwestern Egypt and then into Libya happens, although actually we've got a naval landing in Benghazi. That's good. Oh, damn it. This dude was just wounded. Well, has the guy that he replaced come back yet? No, he is still wounded too. Oh, he's back in 4 days. You can make your way back to the front line. In the meantime, let's cancel. I think what I might do is pull these guys back and have them retrain. It's not you, thankfully. America trying to do another naval invasion against Marseille, successfully apparently. Meanwhile, over here. Yep, the Germans are definitely winning. I'm just taking Pinsk and Baronice, which they hadn't controlled before. %60 democratic. Not too shabby. Right, you start drilling. I don't think it's going to take you very long to be drilled. How big's my deficit? 3,300, so I think I do need to get rid of another unit or two. Trying to keep my mountaineers in the fight as long as I can. Actually, speaking of mountaineers, I can probably do some more mountaineering research for the special forces. The aircraft you have, Britain. Out of interest, 8,000. Germany? Oh, 9,000. Soviets? 1,000. So Germany is crushing the Soviets in the air, but Britain's holding its own. Not Italy. Fewer, I'd guess. 2,000-ish. I love how my manpower is just going up and up and up as this war goes on. As I send troops back to the manpower pool that don't have guns. See, I'm a good general. Guys with guns don't really do much for me. Sorry, guys without guns don't really do much for me. You go and take that. You go and take that. You come over here. Double time. Airbase expansion was done. Good. That's going to be the first of the national focuses where I can actually start getting some doctrines and fighter models and stuff like that. These two are about to die. Actually steal some tanks. Yep, we are. Oh, and when these get overrun, that's going to be a huge number of items in my bank. Oh, they reinforced there. Just obviously had the same idea as I did. There we are. Oh, another unit from Britain. Yes, please. 16 tanks stolen. Get in. That definitely did sound like baguettes. Right, let's get you to Portsmouth. And then from Portsmouth, we can bring you to Africa. Right, well I guess the next objective is going to be Tripoli. Hey, do you know any solution to the late game lag? Hoi, unplayable for me after 1940 with 32 gig RAM. Unfortunately not. I have to say, in this version I haven't seen a lot of lag late game. It slows down, but not to previous levels. And also just play on... there's usually lag if you boost the AI nations because there's more units on the map. So if you don't boost them, then there's usually less lag too. And also mods like Kaiserreich add tons of lag. I think it's mostly a CPU thing, not a RAM thing. Seems like you can support a light tank division with enemy tanks in 1945. Probably before then. 40 light tanks already. Another research. Unfortunately, the next level is a 45 tack. That's unfortunate. Get hospitals, it'll take 25 days. Yeah, I mean, I may as well. I'm not going to get any of the other stuff before then. That. Oh wait, no, we can get these. Definitely want those. Alright, just out of curiosity, what kind of guns are we using now? Yeah, the Mazes are going up. No, hang on. Damn it, I just brought you back for duty. So we're stealing loads of French vehicles, right? The little plus, that's Free France, right? Yeah, the little plus is Free France. The fascist symbol is the other dudes. Fake France. So Free France are giving me the Citroens. The masses are Free France, so I haven't been stealing those. And we're using loads of American support gear. Mausers, those are German. I don't know what the WZ-38 Moors are from. Are those mine? They might be mine, because I have like 2 or 3 different generations of guns. Moors are mine. So is the WZ-38Ms. And the Blischkauers, but I haven't made any of those, because I had no factories. American uniforms and French guns and trucks. Whoa! British Malay has capitulated, so Japan is actually... Actually, that's not really surprising. Oh dear, Indonesia's going too. That's a bit of a problem. Japan's somehow still holding its own. We are actually almost at full strength, which is lovely. But we are suffering some supply issues now. Mostly because of the desert. We are mostly acclimatized. Some of them are flicking between acclimatized and not acclimatized. Mountain Division's the one still retraining. Ooh, lots of naval battles going on here. Italian submarines, German submarines. The battle for the Atlantic is raging. And as we saw in the Dutch game, that's definitely got a hell of a lot more interesting, though. Britain's got 564 convoys. I don't think they're winning that one. Clearly my Dutch subs actually had a hell of a lot more of an impact than we thought. We're successfully counter-attacking there, really. Interesting. No, not anymore, you're not. New fighters. So we could continue with getting new fighters, but are there any extra guns that we could be getting? No, these aren't actually until 44. So that only takes 189 days. Do I want that +5 organization? I mean, yes. Could also get the new artillery. I can't make them though. Kind of pointless. Nuclear research, 200 days with my double research time because apparently Polish scientists are awesome! Also, I've just noticed just how many Americans are over here. There's like 20 divisions. So if we launch an attack, will the Americans support us? Yes. Short answer. Thanks, America! I'm amazed there's still a World War II going on. Usually the Axis collapse pretty quickly in my games. This game's been surprisingly well balanced, actually. I've really enjoyed this. Playing as an exiled nation is interesting. It's a very different experience from certainly how it used to be. And the fact that you can get veteran units from other countries is cool. Supported and supplied by your host nation. And the fact I can just keep playing, having lost Poland. It's gone. It's kind of cool. Gabe's counterattack. Is that going to be a success? Looks like it, doesn't it? How's my manpower pool looking? 13,000. That is slowly going down as I do these counterattacks, but that's fine because that's the manpower pool that these guys are pulling from. They're not pulling from this, unlike these. But then the equipment they're using is pulled from Britain, not from me. And Britain's definitely got a lot more equipment than I do, so they can afford it. Let's see what template. Amazing. Modify that tool. Research slot available, so we've got all of the computing technologies now researched. Interesting. Air doctrine time? Air doctrine time. Interception, detection, or ground support. Also, do I want to spend air power on this? I don't think I do. No. Or naval doctrine, but I can't really see us being useful in the sea. In the air? Sure. Maybe, at some point. See you, mystery. It's actually quite an effective push here. I must admit, I'm actually really happy with how this invasion via Casablanca's gone. I think that was one of the reasons that Free France was invigorated. Obviously, when America arrived, things got a lot easier, and that's really when the counterattack against Egypt began. But it's good. Indian calls for independence have intensified lately. Now things have come to a head as the radical Quit India movement has called for the United Kingdom to leave the country as soon as possible. British authorities were quick to react, however, and cracked down on the movement, arresting several leaders and dawn raids in homes across India. Okay, so I can modify my government once more. Tank designer? Aircraft designer? Ooh, actually, that's a point. Fighter modernization. No, I'm not doing the 44 fighters yet, though. I know. Because we are going to want some of those designers before we do that. Ooh, crikey, there's a lot of them. That's a good one. So's that. Maybe we want the PWS. That's just generic, isn't it? Yes. Political power gain plus 10%. That's interesting. Or there are decisions we could do. Press censorship is still ongoing, and I think that's probably the only one I'd be interested in. Let's get the aircraft designer. Fighter agility and max speed. How can you say that? What about the submarine? She herself has won the war for me. That submarine has been sodding impressive. Not gonna deny that. We stole someone's anti-air gun. Let's stop pushing. Let's start reinforcing. Though we're now holding onto the desert. Fantastic. Can you guys stop falling ill and getting wounded? Crikey. Do we have any other good attackers? Unders is. Let's bring Unders back in. Isn't there a place you can get a list of every ship you've sunk? Yes, but only against naval vessels, not against convoys. There's usually a little screen right here, or a little button you can press. But only for naval sinkings, not convoy sinkings. Although just being able to see, yes, you sank 32 American convoys would be kind of cool. I really wish I could speak Polish so I know what he just said. But to me, not speaking Polish, it just kind of sounds like he's trying to make a machine gun noise. Ooh, the Americans are sneaking around through the desert. This mountain again. Hills. We're definitely pushing them back. Tripoli's going to fall soon. So Tunisia is going to be ours, and then we're on the verge of Libya. He said, let's run, more or less. Oh, okay. One of the phrases says, after me, march. Well, that was definitely the same word 3 times, I'm pretty sure. So maybe it was run, run, run? We are crushing this flank right now. Nationalist Spain has joined the Axis. That's what I was hoping wouldn't happen anytime soon. Okay, so here's the thing. Nationalist Spain has a lot of factories. So I think that's where we're going next. We'll need to take this first. And then we'll need to try and save Gibraltar if we can. Considering there's one dude there and he's already lost. Bugger. That's going to make our life a lot more difficult. The fall of Gibraltar. For the first time since it was seized by the British more than 2 centuries ago, Gibraltar is back in Spanish hands. News coming in from the territory report that most of the garrison has surrendered, although a few stubborn holdouts have retreated to tunnels running under the rock. This also means that any ships stuck in the Mediterranean are now stuck there, because they control the Strait of Gibraltar, and Suez was destroyed. Though, has Suez been repaired? No, Suez has not been repaired. That requires 250 political power and 50 civilian factories? Flipping hell. So I'm just trying to get over here quickly. Fighter modernization is done. Good. So we can either go for the medium bomber focus or the light bomber focus. That's going to be close air support. That's going to be tac bomber. I mean, frankly, I kind of want strategic bombers, seeing the doctrine I'm going for. Let's go for the air innovations and we'll decide after that. Probably tac bombers. Well, actually, if I have strategic bombers, I have no reason to get tactical bombers. Trying to buy you time to get there. 2 hours, 8 minutes, 2 days, 8 hours. When do you arrive? I don't know. What about Mr. Mountains? Can Mr. Mountains hold them back? For long enough? No. Just trying to hold on to as many of the mountains as possible, and then we can start surrounding them. There we go, that was a better delay. How long? 1 day, 6 hours. Hopefully that's enough. Should be. Yeah, France got there. Good. Now I have the mountain defences. Alright, so let's start expanding my own ideas here, and we're going to go and attack that. Six British destroyers were lost. But my submarine fights on. Oh dear, that Frenchman's kind of cut off. Oh right, they have some stuff down here too. No unlocked slots. What about Ceuta? Ceuta's got 2. Gibraltar's got 0. Yeah, there's loads in Spain. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to request Spain. If we can take it. Let's see if we can contain this breach. I'm going to let my allies deal with this, hopefully. Because I think we've kind of proven our tenacity when it comes to fighting this stuff. Although I could really do with more guns, America. Looking at you. If you didn't do all of that in one go, this would be fine. If and when they fix Lend-Lease, then this is going to work a lot better than it is right now. Did they fix the AI suicide convoys? I think so, yeah. Simply because you can now designate regions of water, no entry. So for example, if we're losing a lot of convoys right here, we can just click on that region and click on that button. And the convoys and transports and ships will now avoid it. Click it again, they will not be allowed in there at all, ever. And I suspect the AI has access to similar tools, though I don't know exactly how that works, or if they use them. I haven't been able to see that. Sundral and Jutta, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. How many troops have you managed to build up in Spain? An impressive number, actually. And yeah, Germany is definitely beating the Soviets right now. So it was a really rough initial push. But now the Germans are killing more and more of the Soviets. And Germany is on what manpower law? Really? Already? This war's almost over. If they're on scraping the barrel and they have less than 1 million, and you have you have 2 million on service by requirement, yeah, this war's over. Germany's lost. That initial push cost you way too much. Even Italy's only on service by requirement. Unless, of course, Germany has done their stupid AI thing where they go way too deeply into the manpower mobilization laws, and they don't actually need the manpower. It's possible, but I'd kind of expect them to have a heck of a lot more than they do right now. Oh hey, Mexico's here. Hi Mexico. What are the Dutch doing? Not very well. I still want to try playing as the Dutch and exiling to Indonesia. Because there at least you have factories you can use. Because you can annex Indonesia as the Dutch and then use all of their resources. I suspect that Poland just needs to have their focus tree redone now that they have the exile mechanics. And then they'll be really cool. So again, mods. We need mods. Germany has a load of divisions though, and divisions are not rubbish. 2 to 3 infantry brigades. True. How much do they have? 400. Soviets have 450. UK has... Damn it. No, seriously, the UK. I'm trying to click on Britain. There we are. 141. They don't have very many. And America? America has 169. They don't have that many either, actually. Have you mobilized? Yes. Please don't turn it off after just a day. Let me receive... Damn it! Let me at least receive some of the boxes of gear. Some of the goodies. You would win. Really? Well, let's stand here for a bit and make sure we get our planning preparation done. Really? Okay. Have you really just let me get to Ceuta? Please say it's not so. Yeah, you totally have. Because seriously, if I can take that, then this lot starves. Really? No reaction yet. None. Sandy Stalingrad coming up. Yeah, pretty much. Still no reaction. I think those forces are cut off already since Ceuta Harbour is, funnily enough, not in Ceuta. Yeah. It's here. There is no harbour in Ceuta. They are completely cut off. And now they've just lost their only supply depot. Because they were going to get supply through that because it's a victory point. Right, it's still 42. What do I want to research? I think I'm going to start the mountain infantry 3s. Lots of equipment coming our way. Yeah, hopefully. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Still rather short on infantry equipment, though. After this, we're probably going to have to disband at least one more unit. That unit, for example, is going to have to go. 92% manpower, but only 35% fighting strength. Alright, begin the push. And then after this, we're going to need to work out if there's a way that we can retake Gibraltar and hold it. That might well be the next operation that we look into doing. Would be really nice about now, USA. I'm gonna be so bitter if I actually like get some factories that are like, hey, you have no stuff. $12,000, yeah. They just can't maintain that 12,000 a day. Oh, 12,000 a month. And I'm not surprised by that. That's an insane number. Cut off. There you go. How about you don't do that? In fact, how about you go here? I'm really surprised I can't see their numbers, seeing as I've maxed out decryption and encryption. Though encryption here doesn't matter. Whoa! Okay, they managed to catch those 7 Soviet transports, and my sub was like, nope. Why, in fact, why are you... I cancelled that order years ago. Apparently I did. Okay, it's cancelled. Has he really been splitting his time between there and the Mediterranean? Seriously? And you survived? Well, I guess that's because the coast of... Spain and France are a void. So he hasn't been sailing in the danger zones. He's been going all the way through the center of the Atlantic and then back to back to the Mediterranean. Hopefully this is going to be a lovely big cache of gear. That'll be nice. What do is say, hey, you should totally go and attack this stuff. How's my participation now, by the way? Poland, 4%. And I've lost almost 500,000 men. I almost lost 5 million. I'm still the third most damaging to the Germans. Haven't fought the Italians much though. There we are, job's done. Don't seem to have taken very much from them though. Right, so here's the decision. Close air support or tactical bombers? It's got to be close air support. I can't see us building TAC bombers if we can get strategic bombers. Oh, that's because they weren't overrun yet. Now they are. Right, well... that was a success. I'm going to hope that my allies can take that territory. There are no build slots in any of that thing, those bits. Alright, so we're going to go and take this, and I think I might actually spend a little bit of time doing some training. Let's do another consolidation too. So they are. I turned my back for a minute. That happens. Meanwhile, Germans on the outskirts of Minsk still haven't pushed very far away from Brest-Litovsk. They are pushing harder through the Baltics. Wow, you've lost basically all of your strength. $631 guns between 12,000 men. That's worse than Stalingrad. That's insane. 631 guns between 12,000. The first man carries the rifle, the second man, the third man, the fourth man, the fifth man, the sixth man, the seventh man, the eighth man, the ninth man, and the 10th man each have 1 bullet each. You will pick up the rifle from the first man should he fall. Meanwhile, the Polish army continues to shrink. We've fought hard. We've fought very, very hard so far. The Allies can't hold land without their crack Polish troops in exile. Yeah, tell me about it. Ooh. Aww. I saw troops here. I was like, ooh, counterattack. No, this is the ridiculously cut-off force in Bornholm, which have attrition themselves completely to death. And that's probably sucking up a significant amount of British supply. Should just abandon it. It's one island. I know, I understand that the British don't like abandoning islands, but still, you probably should. 600 guns short now. That's a lot better. Polish army made up mostly of Brits. No, this is entirely my manpower. Because remember, these British units are equipped by the Brits, but they are still Polish. Because they draw from the Polish Exile manpower pool, which is this one. Doing you, doing that, doing you, doing that. Allies might yet lose this, especially if they keep making those small failed invasions. It's definitely theirs to... They've lost Egypt again. God damn it, guys. It's going to be the Soviets who win it. I can see it now. I'm never going to get Poland back again because the Soviets are going to win. Oh god, it's going to be like history. I have to wait until the 90s before I can get the country back to the Democrats. Alright, cool. At this point, I think I'm going to call this stream. I've gone an hour over. I thought I'd make up some of the half an hour that I was late. And I've been really enjoying this. So time kind of got away from me, but I'm going to stop here. Thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out and lets me do more of this kind of content. If you want to support the channel other ways, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/MordredViking. That is where the Dutch series is currently being uploaded, so if you missed out on that one, you can find that over there on YouTube. Just seeing who else is streaming this. I also have a Discord, which you can find at this link here. That is where I tend to announce what I am streaming and when. If you want to come and say hi, then you absolutely should. Love and Cake is currently streaming, and he hosted me yesterday, so we're going to go and host them. So head on over to Love and Cake Gaming, say hello from Mordred Viking, throw in the Viking horns if you've got access to them, otherwise just yell, Viking Raid! Something like this, very simple. I will be back again tomorrow. I'll be streaming at 5 PM GMT until about 2 AM-ish, again doing more Man the Guns. But the game is out tomorrow, so it's available for you should you wish to play it then. Highlander, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Alright, that's it for me for this evening. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.